Very excited to welcome my next guest to the sofa with me now for a little bit of a chat. I'm joined now by Clare Friel, who is the director and founder, as well as their digital marketing apprentice, Nia Friel. And they're both from Friel Good Marketing.
Yeah, correct.
I love the name. Honestly, the amount of people I literally had somebody earlier and I said, do you know what I've got up later? And I explained the name to them and I was like, they're called Friel. How good is that? I absolutely love it. For marketing as well, bang on, spot on. That's what we like to see. Claire, start with yourself first. What do you get up to?
So we're a full service marketing agency. We do digital ads, social media, websites, design, and anything else that anyone asks us to do, we say yes and then worry about it later.
Exactly that. I know that feeling. So how does your company support with an apprenticeship and then their learning?
So obviously they get to work on live projects. They get to liaise with clients. So they get real experience of the role. And then alongside that, go to college and we assist them with their learning in any way we can. I've
touched on it throughout the morning today, and I've said it's so much more than just getting that piece of paper at the end of it. It's those life skills you're going to take through with you out of the workplace as well.
Yeah, because you could go to university, study for a degree, not have the real life experience, get into the workplace and actually decide this isn't for me. So it really is good so you can see if it is the career route you want to go down.
And I think it's important, it's the people skills. It's stuff like that, dealing with clients, things like this, where you're comfortable answering the phone, answering emails, and you're in that environment already.
Yeah, so whilst Nia was at school, before she started her apprenticeship, she used to work for us part-time anyway. So you kind of already knew that it was the career path you wanted to go down.
What are some, as an employer here, you put your employer hat on, what are some of the benefits when it comes to, recruiting an apprentice?
I just think it's nice because you're growing your own talent and then you really get to go with them on their journey as well and support them. And at the end of the day, even if they leave at the end, you've played an integral role in the start of their career.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of the highlights of having an apprentice that you've had so far?
Just kind of watching the growth as a person. Like we do quite a lot of networking events and kind of because we're together all the time, you don't necessarily notice day to day, but you'll notice growth. So when we go to events now, you'll happily hold your own, talk to people, whereas when you first started, probably not. And even you teach me stuff like marketing strategies, things that in the day to day I may have kind of let slip. You'll learn stuff during your course that you say, right, we should implement that at Friel.
And like I say, these are qualities, like you say, these people skills where they're not just workplace skills.
Yeah.
These are, you can apply these in everyday life.
Yeah, life skills. I think that is a massive thing.
Genuinely. And to see that difference as well, I can imagine, from day one to come to the end, I bet it's almost like a different person at times.
Yeah, it is, massively.
It's great to see. And like I say, it's really important as an employer, you're there as offering that support as well. Yeah. And I think it's so vital to have that open discussion between the employer and the apprentice because there are needs and wants on both sides of it. Yeah. So as an employer, what are some of the things you would be looking for in an apprentice?
I think if someone's got the will, we can give them the skill. That's kind of always been my...
Oh, I like that.
It's always been my thing.
Have you copyrighted that one?
If someone's got a skill but they don't want to utilise it, then there's no point. So it's just someone's got the right attitude. Yeah. And then you can teach them anything else.
And it's that starting point, it's that foundation, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think equaling the playing field a lot of the time as well.
Yeah, so I think that is all you look for, someone that's got the will to learn and got a good work ethic as well.
So speaking of the will to learn and a great work ethic, I'm sure they have their mother to thank for that. Nia, what is it you get up to then?
Well, I'm currently studying my level 6 degree apprenticeship in digital marketing. So I attend uni every 2 months and then I'll do a day a week learning online.
Okay, so how long have you been doing your apprenticeship so far then?
Just 2 years, just over 2 years. So I started in 2021.
How have you found the process of it all?
Yeah, it's hard because of the workload, but it's so good how much I get to learn as well as actually applying my skill to my work environment.
I know you can't really speak for the experience of university in that sense, but what do you think the difference is going straight into work, into that apprenticeship scheme?
Oh, I think you learn so much more. Like you actually get to experience what you would just be learning on one side, whereas I get both sides of it doing an apprenticeship.
I guess that lived experience is such an important factor here, isn't it? And you've already got your foot in the door in that metaphorical sense of I know what I'm doing already there. I can go straight into work and almost hit the ground running.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm interested to know, why did you choose a degree apprenticeship rather than university?
So I did consider university, however I wasn't 100% sure on what I'd want to study, whereas I also didn't like the thought of moving away from home so young, so I spoke to Mum about it and said, what do you reckon I should do? And she said, oh, well, I can offer you an apprenticeship doing this. And I didn't look back, really.
I think that's really important to touch on there is the fluidity of it, where you've not got that structure. And I know sometimes you get pigeonholed into the school, secondary school, college, university, and it's really important to know there are other, opportunities, there are other options available.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So I must ask as well, what the positives of doing a degree as an apprenticeship in comparison to that of university?
I think I just love that I can do two things at once. I like being able to apply and do it at the same time. So even meeting so many new people at my university is like amazing because I can grow in confidence and be more comfortable with other people in the same industry.
Cool. No, thank you both for joining me for a little chat today. It's been lovely to speak with you. Again, love the name. You've got my full seal of approval on that one now. And I know you've already had a little snack at lunch, but don't worry, I think you've been gone long enough now to go back there and have a second lunch as well. So by all means, go out there and dig in. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.